Welcome to Fort Riley, the podcast.
Hello, this is Colleen McGee with the Garrison Fort Riley Public Affairs Office, and I recently had a chance to sit down and talk to Chris Hallenbeck. He's our Emergency Management Coordinator for Fort Riley.
We have this crisis evolving right now with COVID-19. So tell me how important it is for people to remember there are other hazards that they need to be aware of this time of year.
That's true. The COVID-19 pandemic is our current threat to our community, but we must all remember that an emergency or disaster event can happen at any time. During this time of year in Kansas, we're moving into severe weather season, so we must all remember to be aware that severe weather season can bring numerous types of threats. Those include damaging high winds, thunderstorms that produce lightning and large damaging hail, flash floodings, and of course the possibility of tornadoes. Following the four tenets of the Ready Army program will help, and those are being informed, make a plan, build a kit, and get involved.
So how can somebody who's new to our region find resources to increase their family and personal readiness during this season?
The first thing that I would recommend that somebody who is new to the installation, new to our region, is they go to our Ready Army website. Then other websites that they can look at and other social media sites include our regional National Weather Service office, which ours is Topeka. And if they live off the installations, I would recommend their local emergency management office. They have websites also.
Everybody's kind of at the tail end of this stay-at-home order right now. It's almost the perfect time to think about your kit and to use some of those checklists that are available at Ready Army. What is the one thing that you think people forget about planning for most often?
Historically, one of the things, or actually two of the things that we've seen, there's been a lack of emergency planning, a lack of supplies for pets, and also for those family members who have special needs. That could be a medical need, a physical need, or a mental need. But historically, that's where we've seen a gap in their plans and their kits.
For those people who are new to our area and haven't experienced severe spring weather, who might be terrified, what is the most reassuring thing you can tell them?
The first thing I would tell them is that Kansas, when you watch The Wizard of Oz, that's not completely Kansas. We have a lot of threats during severe weather season, from the damaging high winds all the way up to the possibility of tornadoes. But being prepared is probably the biggest key. Is being informed, knowing what threats are in your area, how that you can react to those threats, as far as making your plans and making a good kit, having discussions with whether it's the weather service or people who have lived here for a while, they can help you out also. And just having a general overall confidence that you're ready for the event, and knowing what your community offers you and the services that offer you also to help you along.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that I should have?
Well, another thing if we want to mention is when we talk about the whole preparedness aspect of it on the being informed side, is knowing ways to get informed. On the installation, we have our alert emergency notification system. We also have NOAA weather radios, and of course there is other apps that are on your phones, whether it be the iPhone or your Android phones, different types of weather notifications, Red Cross notifications. But have a variety of ways to receive emergency notifications, not relying on just one thing.
So Chris, thanks for spending some time with us and telling us what we need to know to be prepared for spring severe weather.
Thank you, Colleen, and thank you for listening to the Fort Riley Podcast.